From Shenandoah, from Page County, from KMA land, this is KMA News Headlines. Not many things would bring Shenandoah residents out on a cold Monday night, but it was no ordinary night. It was caucus night in Iowa. Seating was at a premium in all 4 high school classrooms in use for the caucuses. Of course, the main business item was the Republican presidential straw poll. This is Mike Peterson in the KMA newsroom with a special report on severe weather activity hitting KMA land Friday afternoon and evening. It's been a long day here at KMA as we've been tracking all the severe weather that occurred across the region, and as expected, severe weather swept through a large portion of KMA land this afternoon and evening and packed quite a wallop, in fact, a very powerful punch. Now, strong storm cells popped up all over the region, leaving widespread damage in their wake. Brendan Dara is a meteorologist for the National Weather Service's Valley, Nebraska office. We had a chance to talk to him late Friday evening. He told us 8 hours of continuous warnings for their office began with a severe thunderstorm warning for southwest Jefferson County. This was at around 1 o'clock Friday afternoon, and then one by one warnings were issued for severe thunderstorms and tornadoes. Dara says an unprecedented warning was issued at 3:30 Friday afternoon. The Weather Service offices in Valley, Nebraska issued its first ever tornado emergency as a large twister moved through Elkhorn, Nebraska.
For those who don't know, we kind of have a 3-tier system for tornado warnings. There's the general base tornado warning, and that's covered by, just radar indicated or it's confirmed, but, we don't really have a good handle on its strength. Then there's a considerable tag, so we have a confirmed large tornado on the ground, a very healthy radar signature with, ground confirmation. And then there are, for very select cases, we do issue tornado emergencies with a catastrophic tag. So that's what we issued for the Elkhorn tornado. And that was long track, went all the way up into Harrison County, Iowa.
One, two, three.
For the third year in a row, the lot in back of Shenandoah's Elks Lodge became Barbecue Row, with trailers bearing recognizable logos of veteran competitors. But this year's Shindig barbecue competition was slightly soggy. When the rain ended and the smoke cleared, one team was grand champion. For the second year in a row, Hot Daddy's Barbecue won top honors. Kyle and Amy Coons of Graston, Minnesota owe their success to their method of preparation.
Getting your process down, making just, average barbecue, something that, when it goes onto the table for 6 judges, nobody's going to be offended. Non-offensive barbecue.
All the signs were there for another Saturday at the Iowa State Fair, and spectacular weather welcomed thousands of fairgoers swarming the state fairgrounds for fun and familiar sights. In fact, it was one for the record books. 128,732 attended the fair on Saturday, the largest single-day attendance in fair history. And many residents have already used the Kinsey Lane Rooker Memorial Trail. A sign marking the trail stands outside 300 Park Street. Residents gathered outside the medical building for a dedication ceremony Friday afternoon. SMC CEO Matt Sells says the 1.5-mile trail connects the entire SMC campus.
So we've got a good, probably about a half mile of concrete that we did here going up past our community garden and behind the wellness center, and then it really gets into the more wooded area, which is all crushed limestone, very, very similar to the Wabash Trace, and yeah, we've had a lot of folks on it already, and it's getting heavily used, so that's been great to see.
The Big Top. Before performances of the Culpeper and Merriweather Circus could take place, workers had to erect the giant tent where all the activities are taking place, with the performances Friday afternoon and Friday evening. And officials of the Culpeper and Merriweather Circus invited the public to get an inside look of not only the tent raising, but how a circus is run and how performances are staged. With no football game Friday night, workers borrowed the bleachers for installation inside the circus tent, which was raised before the children's eyes. It's a stretch to say Clarinda Municipal Airport resembled LAX or LaGuardia or even O'Hare on Saturday, but nonetheless it was a busy place as aviation buffs from all over KMA land and all over the state assembled to watch an air show of incredible proportions fly Iowa 2024. Food trucks and other activities made for a state fair in the air atmosphere. And big crowds lining the Schenck Field runway saw a variety of aircraft perform fantastic aerobatic feats of daring do.
Different types of aircraft, like a rocket. Everyone, 2, 3, 4, holding 5. For all the air shows again, you can find them knife edge, holding it, bleeding off the energy right now. Up over the top, upside down.
And some of the performances were explosive.
I told you we'd have a little fun.
Usually, when these vehicles show up, it means trouble. But it was a joyful noise that the Essex High School band sounded out Monday as another Labor Day parade pounded out a beat on the streets. The parade marked a swan song of sorts for Page County Sheriff Lyle Palmer.
Oh, Mike.
Lyle, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Great day, huh?
Yep, it is. Last one, Mike.
Last parade. Longtime residents Bill and Nancy York were honored as parade grand marshals.
Well, it means a lot to us. We're pretty humble. Bill's done a lot over the years behind the scenes, but I think for us we're kind of an example of people who do what they can, to help out, and we just, by getting a little credit for it, we just want to spread that credit to all the people that work behind the scenes.
Saturday was a great day to take a stroll down Sheridan Avenue, or take your dog for a walk, or play your guitar in the back of a pickup. All that and more made for another memorable Shenfest parade. Shenandoah's Optimist Club was honored as Grand Marshals, marking the 50th anniversary of the Shenandoah chapter.
Quite an honor. We never expected that. We were just glad to be around for 50 years. We've had a good 50. A lot of good friends over the years has joined, and we've lost a lot of members, but we ended up chartering with like 46. We got 44 members now, so real proud of the club.
With Election Day and Veterans Day approaching, Shenandoah Elementary students assembled for a special activity Wednesday morning. This is America the Beautiful, sung by the school's entire student body. But for those who can't hear, it sounds like this. Learning 2 lessons in one, the students not only sang America the Beautiful, but also signed for those without hearing. Shenandoah residents took time out Monday to honor area veterans with pageantry and patriotism in words and music. Retired Army Command Sergeant Major Gary Rock, who served 23 years in the military, served as this year's guest speaker. Rock tells KMA News Veterans Day has special meaning to him, having followed in the footsteps of others who served the country.
My father was a veteran. A lot of the people when I was growing up were veterans that I grew up around, and just the sense of having served was a big thing back in the 80s when I was growing up, and just things going on, and it means a lot to me even more now that I served almost 24 years.
3, 2, 1. Hope you enjoyed this look back at the year 2024 on KMA News video style, and we hope that you join us throughout the year 2025. For Ethan Hewitt and the entire KMA News team, this is Mike Peterson wishing you and yours a very happy new year. So long, my friend.